Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today is Throwback Thursday and I am using the Soft Spring stamp set, which was a host stamp set last year or the year before, I'm not quite sure. But I am using the Soft Spring to do the front of the card. The greeting is from Forever Fern, so to a friend that makes me smile. And the paper that I've used is the Hearth Home. It's a piece of the Designer Series paper. So what I've got is a fresh Freesia card base, a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of the Hearth Home Designer Series paper, and then a 5 by 3 3/4 piece of basic white, which I'm going to use the Beautiful Shapes dies to cut out. And I've used Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia, and Garden Green as the colors, and they are actually the colors in the paper as well. So I'm just going to move things off to the side so that I can get my dies set up. Okay, so I'm going to put my piece of paper in, and I want this to be centered. So I'm going to pop this in like this, and then I'm going to put the 2 sizes down in and line those up, making sure I'm even, like that. And then I'm using sticky notes to hold everything in place, like that. And then I will sandwich this up and run it through my machine. And we will build the card. I'm doing the die cutting before I stamp. Just that way, if I mess up with the die cutting, then I haven't ruined the whole card. I can just take another piece of paper and add this to my pile of scrap paper, which I use for doing small detailed pieces. So this is what we end up with. We get this nice little border piece, which I'm going to put aside for something else. And then we have our pieces. Again, these are the Beautiful Shapes dies. I'm just going to pop them off to the side. So I'm going to stamp my greeting first. And the greeting again is from the Forever Fern set, and I'm doing it in Garden Green. Just going to make sure I'm straight here. And I'm going to ink up, and I'm going to stamp away on a separate piece of paper just to make sure that I've got good coverage and to make sure I'm lining up well. And we're going to stamp that down. And there we go. So we've got the To a Friend Who Makes Me Smile. And while I've got the Garden Green out, I am going to stamp the flowers at the base of the card. I'll pull that back in so you can see it. So what I've got is flowers going right up to the middle there and right up there, and then I'm doing a set in the middle like that. Okay, and I'm doing the flowers, the drapey hanging flowers down the side like that, and coming in the other way like this. So there we go. That is all of the outline stamping done. Now I'm going to take my leaves for the larger flowers at the bottom, and I'm going to stamp away, and then I'm going to completely missed that, so let's try that again. There we go. It just makes it look a little fuller, that's all. That's the story I'm sticking with on that one. And there we go. And that is it. I'm having a look. That is it for the Garden Green. So we'll put that off to the side, and we'll pull in the Pale Papaya to do these flowers here. Now they could be, oh, I don't know what they would be. I have it in my head and I can't think of what it is. Anyway, delphiniums. Delphiniums aren't usually pale papaya, but we're going with that this time. And so we're done with that, and I need to come in with the fresh freesia at the top to fill in up here like that. And these are meant to be kind of artistic, so they don't always match right up, but if you want to make them match a little bit more, you can always come in again. So that is the stamping all done. So let's move all that off to the side. So what I need to do now is I'm going to take my Hearth Home Designer Series paper, and I am going to adhere it to my fresh freesia card base like that. And now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to dimensionalize it. This one's going to take a few dimensionals because I want it to stand up away from the base of the card. So then we'll just peel these off. I never know whether it's quicker to peel them as you're putting them on or just put them all down and then peel. It seems a bit 6 in one, half in the other, but it's just whatever your preference is. So I'm just going to line this up at the bottom, drop it down like that. So that way you kind of get the floral around the outside, and then in the middle I'm going to use some dimensionals on the greeting, line that up right in the middle. And so we're going to line that up, and there we go. So that's the card, and I'm using some of the brushed brass butterflies to just add a little bit of bling to the card. So there we go. That is a wonderful card that you can give to a friend who makes you smile. So thank you very much for watching today, and let's create together again soon.